Da, da, da.
Oh, there we are. Welcome, everybody.
We're live, coming from our house to your house.
That's right. We actually were here on time. We thought we were going to be at a concert, and it was really short.
It was nice.
Like, really short.
Yeah, it was for two of our daughters, and they were singing at the high school.
Yep.
With a couple of combined choirs, so you'd expect it to be a lot longer.
Yeah, but each one only did like...
Yeah, a couple. It was like
two songs. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really refreshing, and the combined choir song was really good.
Yep.
It was awesome. Hey, I made it. How do you say that? How do you say your name? Janikai?
Janikai, I believe. So, this is the part of the show where Miriam talks about stuff while Chris is off sharing it.
Posting stuff.
Yep.
I'll first tell you that I didn't touch up my makeup and my glasses are dirty. That's very exciting.
I think I'm going to set the focus to be manual.
To be manual, because every once in a while it makes us blurry. Well, it's blurry to me now. There. Well,
there we go.
Still dirty.
Okay.
Janikai.
Oh, there you go.
Well, we're glad you're here, Danikai.
Yeah.
I didn't say it with a D. It just sounded funny. It's like a little catch in my throat. Sorry.
Could be worse. You could say Miriam's name has, what, an F?
Yeah. That's what he said when we were dating. When we first met each other.
I couldn't hear you very well.
We're at this dance, and it's so loud, booming music. And he's like, writing my phone number down on a piece of paper, you know, like in ancient times, with a pen and a paper. Why would you even have a pen and a paper at a dance? I don't know. To write down phone numbers, I guess.
Did I have a pen and a paper?
You got one somehow. But he's writing M-I-F? No, I didn't say F.
Well, it sounded like F.
With all the screaming music.
Yeah, it's true.
That was what it was. So that's a happy memory from 1999.
That's right. A couple of kids ago.
Yeah, just a few kids ago.
I'm still sharing, so...
Share away.
Yeah.
Let's see. Today's Tuesday.
We got invited to go to Real Salt.
Yes. We're going to do a giveaway later this month with Carrie Brown and Real Salt, Redmond Real Salt. And they invited us to lunch.
At their place where they do stuff.
Yes. I'm so excited. They're going to give us a tour of the facility and tell us about salt.
Not the mine.
Yeah, not the salt mine. But we could go there.
Yeah, we could.
Because... We could, but it's a little bit far away. I mean, not that far. How many hours?
It's like
couple hours?
3 or 4 hours.
3 or 4 hours away. But maybe we should do that with our kids. That'd be way fun.
It would totally be fun.
Yeah. Maybe we should do that for vacation instead.
Where did you guys go? We went to the salt mine.
Anyway, we're so excited to have lunch with them and get to see their facility and all talk salt because salt is amazing.
Yeah.
It makes our lives better.
Well, and they've got really good salt.
Yeah.
I mean, so I posted on Instagram on Sunday a picture of some salmon that I had baked.
Oh, yes.
Because naturally, I'm the one cooking since I'm not the one eating.
Sam was supposed to do it, but he's too short to reach the oven, really.
Yeah, well. So, but
he thought it out, so that was a start.
There you go.
Right.
But that used real salt. There was in the background.
Real salt?
So, real salt, yeah.
Oh, speaking of real salt.
Should have tagged them.
Do you want me to open this?
You want to do it now or do you want to do it later?
I have an awesome sauce box of real salt because I asked them to give me some real salt. But that's not for the giveaway. That's for myself. And if you want, I can give you a sprinkle. So, I guess we can do that later.
Iris says that she loves your top. And Julia says, hello, guys.
Thank you. Holly got it for me for Christmas. I'm excited.
Yeah. There's a delay between here
so he's watching
and when it's on the
me make dorky faces on the computer. Right.
She's holding up the box.
I look amazing. What's your problem?
Yeah, you do.
Somebody likes my top. Who
That's right. It was Iris.
Iris. Oh, my friend.
It could be Iris.
Iris.
I'm sure it's Iris, though.
You always want to say things differently.
I do. Well, it comes from speaking Castilian.
Okay.
Castellano.
So you're shared now?
Yes, I'm all shared up.
Shared up.
Let's talk about what's going on this week.
This week, we have root beer float on sale.
Yep.
And it's delicious.
It is delicious. It tastes exactly like a root beer float, minus the little tiny bit of latent carbonation. Somebody, was it on Facebook or Instagram?
It was Facebook. It was Paula, I think.
Oh,
Who
said you should put in some salsa water. There you go.
Not salsa water. Seltzer.
Yeah. Yeah, so root beer float, that's what's on sale. It's 10% off this week.
Delicious.
The blender bottles are still on sale.
Yep, because we are getting a new logo, which will be really soon.
Yep.
To show you.
And one thing to explain. In the Keto Chow shopping cart, there are a lot of specials and offers and discounts and stuff like that that only show up if you go to the cart. So if you just add stuff to your cart and then go right to the checkout, you might not see it all. So be sure to go to the cart. And that's one of the platform limitations that is having us go to a different shopping cart.
Yes.
So
the new one will be cooler.
It will be cooler.
Whenever that is.
Amanda joined.
Amanda!
She says she's making root beer for tomorrow.
Yes. I really should do that. That would be good.
Julia thinks that you guys are so stinking cute.
Oh, she's cute.
Yeah. And Iris says it's just plain old Iris. I'm a junior.
I love it.
And
it's
mom's
so
named
pretty.
after her grandmother. Okay.
It's so pretty. So our kids
Wow.
are grandma names. So we have a Ruth, that's a grandma name. We have
Yep.
a Max, that's a grandpa name. We have Audrey, which is also a grandma-ish name.
Audrey Hepburn.
Yes. Haley, which is popular, but it matches Audrey. So since they're twins, we figured that was kind of cute.
Yeah.
Samuel, which is a grandpa name.
Yep.
And Catherine, which is also a grandma name.
And they're all spelled normal.
Like grandma's. And my name, which is, I don't know if it's a grandma name or not.
Sure.
It's just a name nobody knows.
Yeah.
'Cause
It's
it's
Moses'
different.
sister.
Moses.
That's right.
That's what I say every time I meet somebody. It's Moses' sister. You know, the Bible, that one book?
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Old Testament. And then I always say Moses.
Moses.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so blender bottles are on sale.
Yes, they are on sale, and you'll only see them on sale if you go to the
shopping cart.
And you'll see a little thing up at the top that says there'll be like 3 or 4 of them of, hey, if you add blah blah blah, you'll get free shipping, and if you do blah blah blah, you'll get a sticker and a blender bottle and blah blah blah. So
sorry, it's a pain, but go to the shopping cart and
Yep.
get a blender bottle for $1.
that's right. The next thing, and this is something that we hear all the time, we do not. Okay, so back in July or something, when we got the first round of samples of Keto Chow 2.1, we were super happy, and we got everything except for chocolate peanut butter, and then we had them. We put in an order to have them do a second thing of them, 10,000 of each, because that would be awesome. Well, the place that does the mixing for us can't do the packaging of the samples. They don't have the machine. There's another company that does that packaging, and all they do is packaging. Well, we sent all of the stuff, or at least we thought we sent all the stuff over to them to have them do the new packaging for the 10,000 of each, and they only had 5 of the flavors when it was time to run our stuff. And so they ran the 5 that they had, and then they moved on to the next job.
Yep.
So then they were supposed to be able to get the samples done in November,
And
then in December,
and then
now in January. So
we're just sucking the whole
Yeah.
time. It's just not awesome.
It's-
Sorry, that's a bad word. Excuse
Yeah.
me.
Don't say suck. There's a really funny ad for a product
Chat
called
books.
Chat Books.
You guys laughed up.
It is
Look it
really
up.
funny.
Funny ad.
Yeah, it's a funny group of ads. Anyway, so we really don't like not having control over something that's this vital to our business, having samples. And the number one question we get is, when are you guys going to restock?
We're trying
When
so
are we going to
hard.
restock what? Samples.
We're just waiting
Okay.
in line.
Yeah, we are waiting in line, and it's just a waiting game.
We will tell you as soon as we have them, and
Yeah.
then we can order them like crazy.
It is kind of funny. I feel like every once in a while people contact us and they're like mad that we're keeping the samples from them and like we're doing it on purpose.
We're not trying to. We want to give
We-
them to you.
It would make my life so much easier if we had the
We
samples.
just don't want to be sad like
Yeah.
this.
So
We'll get there. It'll be
Yep.
fine.
anyway, so it may be that we may not be getting samples until the end of January or the beginning of February.
Yeah.
I guess one ray of hope is the company that's doing the packaging, they're getting a second machine
Yeah.
so that they can increase their throughput.
I didn't even
their
know they only had one
bandwidth.
machine. So anyway, Chris is really nice, and he's all talking to the guy, and he's like, "Yeah, it'd be great if blah blah blah." And I just got over there, and I'm like, "Our life is sucking, you guys.
We're dying
It
here."
sucks here. I'm gonna go out of business if you don't give me my samples." And then I'm like, "Excuse me, sorry, I just lost my temper for a minute there."
Michelle Taylor says hi.
Hi, Michelle.
Yeah. And Heather Mills just joined.
Heather, I know her.
Yeah, she made savory chicken soup with cheese and stuff.
Yes. And she's doing our 100 Days of Keto challenge.
Yep.
And
Keto Chow.
she's already hit her 4%.
Yeah, that's right.
Yay, Heather! You're so amazing!
So, okay, so that's the deal with samples. So for the next while, we may be down to just 5 of the flavors. Sorry.
If you wonder how our daughter Ruth is, that was it when I was acting like that.
Yeah.
Loud and obnoxious.
Okay, speaking of the 100
Sorry.
Days of Keto Chow.
I'm
or the-
calming myself down.
Yeah. Speaking of the Keto Chow challenge, so I'm doing 100 days of just Keto Chow, no other food. Miriam's doing the challenge. So we organize a challenge at work, and we organize a challenge with a bunch of people, Keto Chow customers, I guess you could say.
You guys?
Yeah, you guys. And so my side of it, it's going great. I'm on day 7, and I've lost 7 pounds.
Whoa, a pound a day.
A pound a day.
What the
And
heck?
it's just kind of been.
And you're working out with a really awesome workout partner.
Yeah, but that's not why I'm losing
But
weight.
that's still cool.
Yeah. And I posted, so I've been trying to make sure I post every day a video blog, a blog and a video. Today I talked about my ketone numbers, in case you want to know for whatever reason. I'm at a 2.4 on my blood ketones right now. Is that important? No. Is it interesting? It is interesting, but
It's
it doesn't.
cool, though.
Yeah, it's cool because it means that whatever I'm eating, which happens to be Keto Chow, is definitely conducive to a ketogenic diet. So in that case, it's cool. Do I need to have ketones that high? No. Dr. Barry posted a video today about who needs high ketones and who it would be appropriate for them to use exogenous ketones. Anyway, I posted his video on my blog as well. And it was really
Also,
nice.
my blog, we share a
That's
blog.
true. But you never post on it.
I'm allowed to,
You are allowed to.
but we're allowed to say
You just don't do it. Okay, fine. We.
We.
I'm going to start speaking in the
Holly,
third person.
say we.
That's right. Anyway,
She's
so
not even here.
if you happen to go on the blog, you'll be able to see. Yeah, there's a
Ken
link to
Berry's
Ken Berry's
video.
blog, and it was really nice to have him corroborate everything I had just said on video and post it to the internet.
Then he
we
felt
agreed.
smart.
It was great.
You felt the mark.
Yep. Okay. Miriam wanted to share a couple tips.
Tips. Did
So,
I?
Yeah. Number
That
one.
was nice. Don't you want to know how my 100 days of keto are going?
Yeah. How are they going?
Good.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm eating keto chow for breakfast and lunch, and then having a keto dinner with my family. I mean, my children. Chris is eating keto chow.
I'm sitting there with
sitting
you
by
guys.
me. Sometimes he's on his phone.
I'm even cooking food for you guys.
That's right. You did.
Yeah.
So last night, Kate made in ramekins.
Oh, that was good. Smelled fantastic.
Maria Emmerich recipe from her new Instapot cookbook. It was called Italian Chicken Cupcakes. It's kind of a funny name, but anyway, they're so cute. but we put the ramekins inside the Instapot and cooked it, and it just made my life so much better. Like now I'm gonna make those little cakes, the little cupcake cakes. What's it called? The ones we had on the cruise that we.
Oh,
Peace, Love, and Low Carb has a really good recipe for chocolate lava cake.
Oh,
I couldn't say
lava
it.
cake,
Chocolate
yes.
lava cake in the ramekins in Instapot. We could do chicken pot pie. Peace, Love, and Low Carb has a really good recipe for that too. Anyway, it
Hi,
was a really
Brent.
good dinner last night.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so your tip.
Tip. Okay, so Chris discovered.
Nope.
I mean,
Okay,
my tip.
well, okay, fine. We'll do my tip first.
Fine.
So I've been mixing up really a lot of Keto Chow lately.
And because
3
he
a day.
mixes up a whole bunch for the kids too.
Yeah. So in the past, I've always
all the
told
kids.
people that when you're mixing up Keto Chow, to first shake it side to side first, to keep it, and that kind of sloshes. What you don't want to have happen is for powder to get stuck in the lid right here.
Because it's gross.
Yeah, then you pop it open. Oh, it's really hard to get open when it's not on it. You pop it open, and there's like all this dry powder.
And it's gross.
Yeah, it'll
You'll
never
discover
mix it.
that anyway.
What I've found lately is you add the fat, then you add the powder, you add the water as fast as you can, and when you go to shake it up, my hand's a counter. If you bang it on the counter, I haven't had. The powder kind of goes down. Even if it gets stuck in there, it comes down because it hasn't had a chance to not mix all the way.
Yeah.
And I haven't had a single one with anything in the mouth since I started doing that. So there you go. There's a pro tip for you.
Pro tip.
Yep. Now Miriam's pro tip.
Another pro tip from Deb Elliott.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. She uses dry erase markers to write on the top of her blender bottles the flavors. So I'm writing this week. I just wrote right here, which I also wiped it off with my hand a couple times. So I'm gonna write in the circle, or maybe right here. So I just wrote peanut butter and then 1-7. So that's what I wrote when I mixed up last, which was yesterday.
You could also write it before you close it, right there.
Yeah, but then I can't see what it is. So anyway, Deb, if you know where to write it, that's the right place. Then that's good.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was awesome because today I was running out the door to take my son to orchestra practice, and I said, "Get me 2 Keto Chows from the second to bottom shelf. The one that says 1-7 is what I said."
Yeah, because it has the date.
Because the whole entire door of the fridge is full of Keto Chow, the whole door, and then and they're the deep, like milk section, so it's like
Milk
you can
jug ones, yeah.
fit like 8 in each section, and there's 4 sections. But
Christine says she told us about the dry erase marker, so maybe it was her.
oh crap, Christine, I'm sorry, I gave the wrong person credit. Christine, you're so amazing.
Maybe Deb did it too.
Probably.
Maybe we just needed a perfect storm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a great tip. So thank you so much for telling.
Whoever told us, now we've shared it with everyone.
We appreciate it. So anyway, Sam got those 2, put them in my car. I got in the car, took him to orchestra. He was 3 minutes late, which happens sometimes, but it was fine. And anyway, and I got 2 peanut butters, and he knew that they were mine, and because it said the date on it. So.
That's right.
And I haven't had peanut butter in so long, and it was so delicious.
Oh yeah, because we hadn't had peanut butter. So the peanut butter that Miriam had was supposed to be the samples. We gave up on that batch, packaging it in the samples of peanut butter, because we're going to need to probably redo the samples into a different packaging. Anyway, so we just bundled those up into week bags, and they taste great. So Emily says, "Hello, bears."
Hello.
Hi.
Christine said she's been playing with a bunch of OOO flavors until she had to mark it, and that's why. I bet you just had a comment at the same time as Deb, and I just got mixed up. That's totally my fault. You deserve all of the credit for this awesome pro tip.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Emily thinks peanut butter is yummy.
That's because Emily is smart.
Yeah. And
is that my friend Emily?
I don't know.
Who's
Emily
Johnny
McDonald?
Rockets Emily?
It might be. The taste you gave me today was amazing.
The peanut butter?
Julie Rowland. Maybe she came by the office.
Julie.
Because we mix up some flavors of Keto Chow, and we have them there at our storefront in South Jordan. So if you're ever in, we usually have 2.
Yep.
This week we happen to
have
have
3.
3. So
We're fancy.
all right. So what's today?
The 8th.
No, it's
Tuesday.
Tuesday. So on Thursday,
We always do this on Tuesday.
I know. You're right. On Thursday, we are going to be doing a blind, randomized taste test with using a marketing company or a market research company.
Yes, a research company.
So all they do is like taste tests and
They do
surveys
lots of stuff,
and
but
so
it should be cool. It'll be cool.
it will be cool. So we have 4 of our competitors and Keto Chow. And we went with chocolate on all of them, except one of them doesn't have a flavor. It just has one flavor, so we couldn't do a chocolate one. And so we're going to be doing a taste test, and I'm making sure that I am assiduous on mixing them up. So I'm making them exactly the way that the manufacturer recommends. And I mixed them up the night before, and so I want to make sure it is a valid, level playing field taste test. I'm not spiking it in Keto Chow's favor or anything like that. Well, there was a question that came up as to whether or not the order of when people tasted it would influence things. Because some of them use, monk fruit specifically, if you have that one and then you have some other sweeteners, it amplifies the sweetener. It's really weird. And we noticed this in our own tests a couple of months ago. But so we wanted to find out if that would be a problem for the blind taste test that the research company was going to be doing. So I mixed up a blender bottle of each of them, and we did a blind taste test at our office. So we had
For fun.
Yeah, just for fun. We had 6 people, 8 if you include Miriam and I.
Yeah, but we knew who.
I knew
it
what they
was, yeah.
were. Miriam didn't know what they were at first.
Well, I could tell.
Yeah.
But we're not going to tell you because that's mean.
Yep. By the way, Emily says, great idea about marking the bottles. We put Keto Chow bottles in different places in the fridge.
That's what I do too.
And yes, she is Johnny Rockets Emily.
She's my friend.
Yeah.
We need to meet.
So yeah, we did a blind taste test with the employees, and then we actually did a blind taste test with our kids. And I was actually expecting our kids to have more pronounced reactions, but I don't know if they were one of them was clearly just acting. Every time he would take a drink, he was like, he's trying to act all cool. But anyway, of the 6 employees that tasted Keto Chow, 6 of them strongly preferred Keto Chow to any of the other ones in the blind taste test. Of the 6 children that tried Keto Chow, 5 of them preferred Keto Chow. One of them did not.
Yeah, I
So,
think she was just not liking it
I don't know.
because she knew
Well,
what it was.
she said that she just doesn't like the texture
I don't
of
think
Keto
she
Chow.
likes anything.
It's probably true. She's not doing keto anyway. So,
Anyway.
But yeah, it was really interesting because I've tried our competitors' products. Now, Keto Chow is uniquely and specifically tailored to my taste. You all can just come along for the ride. But our competitors' products, a lot of them, for what they are, I think they're actually pretty good. But they're not as good as Keto Chow, plain and simple. And it's going to be nice to have this blind taste test with statistics that we can just say, in a blind random taste test, Keto Chow, blah, blah, blah.
Everybody might hate it. We don't know.
It's true, they might. But it was...
We like it. And you like it. And that's
Yeah.
all that matters.
Yep. So... Anyway, the taste test went really well. If you want to see the results of that, it is one of the videos that I posted. I think I posted it on day 5 of my 100 Days of Keto Chow. If you go to the Keto Chow YouTube channel, you can see it there as well. Which this video that we're shooting right now, when I'm done with it, I'll edit it, put it up on the blog, both as the Facebook version and the YouTube version. And so you can click through and see the rest of the YouTube videos there if you want. Okay. Emily says, yes, we need to meet. Working on convincing my CFO to make the Your Keto conference a reality. And Julia says, Keto Chow is so yummy.
Yeah.
Christine says, I tried Nutri-Keto, and it was not even close to Keto Chow. It was thinner, and the flavor was watered down. And you did not get as much in a serving. Keto Chow for the win.
Yay.
And,
we
well,
haven't tried that one, I don't think.
We actually have some in the
Oh, do
drawer
we?
right
Well,
there.
we should try it.
Yeah. And a lot of that's because the different products have different goals in mind. So Keto Chow is designed to be a nutritionally complete meal. It's not a... So, and I actually changed on the homepage of Keto Chow. I changed it today. I added a Keto Chow as a keto meal replacement, not a keto protein snack replacement.
Oh, well, I want to see that.
Okay. Anyway, so that's there. And Emily wants to know, can we go hiking if I come to Utah?
Yes, let's do it.
They have national parks which
I
are
wanna go
currently
hiking.
closed right now.
Yes,
But
I want to go hiking so bad. I would like to go hiking every week, but somebody's too busy all the time.
the blender bottle is busy.
Yeah.
The Down East catalog that came today.
Oh, I really want that dress.
That dress.
Do you
right
guys? I want that dress.
there. Okay. It has pockets. Look at that.
Yeah, and it's long. And I don't know about you guys, but I am long.
And strong.
No, I am tall. Don't be gross.
What are you talking about?
Okay, so anyway,
Yeah.
I was going to say something, but I forgot.
We just did a 2018 year in review post. If you want to check that out.
You
See,
did?
I said we.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
We did, because we worked together.
Here, I'll put it in the comments.
I have opinions. Most of the time, I just read what he writes and says, and I say, fix that. Because I have an opinion. But I can't write with beans. You guys probably all know that, because if you've had a comment from me, I write about as well as I speak.
Julia says she's short.
Real good. Real good.
Yeah. Anyway, so I just posted a link to the year in review. Yes. It's kind of interesting to go down memory lane and see all the stuff that's happened this year.
Yeah.
A lot went on this year.
It's been awesome. I love the conferences. I know they're tiring, but they're so fun.
They are tiring.
It's so fun to meet all our cool people and talk with all the awesome people.
I don't know if we should do July again.
Over and over.
No. Don't you remember we went to 3 conferences
in a row? That'll be June this year.
We would come home, spend the night at home,
put our clothes in the wash, put it back in the suitcase. That actually is really a lot easier than having a week in between, because even though you're home and in between, like, you just go one to the next to the next. You don't have to lose anything or take anything out of place. Oh, Christine likes my shirt too.
I thought she was talking about
you.
the shirt that you got me.
Sorry, it's possible.
That's probably what she meant by your shirt.
Yeah, that's probably true. I got a thing in my eye right then.
Oh, okay. Brandon says hi. Well, he's here.
Brandon, yes, my friend Brandon.
Okay, so moving on. We've got a...
I bumped my head today.
Yeah, you did. In the car.
It hurts still.
Our kids get out of the van, the minivan.
Yeah, we're awesome.
We have no pride. And they tend to leave the seats forward, which means they just slide back and forth and you drive down the road.
In other vans that we've had, the seat would go back and click into place. But this one, that's the new hotness van, it just goes back and forth, back and forth, and back and forth. It's the most annoying thing on the face of the planet. And of course, you can't reach to put it in place because you have to push it all the way back and then put the seat all the way back. So annoying. I know that's very keto, telling you guys all about that.
Iris says she's 5'9", but gets picked on for being short because all the boys in the family are 6'4".
Oh, okay. I am 5'9", and all my brothers are 6'3", and my dad is 6'3", so they're all just the same. But they don't pick on me because I'm older.
6'3"?
I'm older than they're. He's so skinny though. He looks like he's taller.
I thought he was like 6'2" or 6'1". Okay.
He's taller than you.
Yep.
You never stand by him.
It's true. Brandon likes our shirts, and he says drive that van with pride. We used to drive a 12-passenger van.
We were awesome.
Because we had 5
all these kids
children
in car seats.
And 5 car seats do not fit in the back of a minivan.
Next to each other.
Period.
So get this. You think a 12-passenger van is cool. We used to have a police interceptor.
Yes.
It was
It was
really cool, actually. I was really embarrassed to buy it at first, but after driving it, like, it was so powerful, and that trunk could have eaten another car. That thing was so big. We had a double stroller. We actually had a triple stroller at one time, and you could fit the triple stroller and the double stroller in the trunk at the same time.
It's a really weird triple stroller.
Yeah, it was stupid, but we had one.
Yeah.
And I totally took the kids, I mean the 3 kids, before we had lots of kids, in the triple stroller on a walk with my roller skates. It was awesome. I love roller skating, and I feel like a dork because now I'm an adult and I shouldn't like roller skate around the neighborhood, but I really want to. So I just need to take my daughters and just go and be like, who cares what you guys think? I love roller skating. It's so fun. Okay, sorry.
That's fine. Okay, so we were talking about year in review. We were talking about going all to the conferences and how much fun it is.
Yeah.
And we get to meet people.
Yes.
Which is really, so every time we go to a conference, well, almost every time somebody asks, so is it a success? Was it a success? And our criteria for whether this conference is successful, it doesn't have to do with how much we sell. Mm-hmm. It's more about the people that we
talk to, people we meet.
Yep. And it's really funny. Every time we go to them, we always stay until the very
bitter
end.
end.
So
we want to be the last man standing. Well, and we want to help people, like, because you'll make relationships with people, and somebody's coming in the door.
Yep.
Hello. Hello. Oh,
Hey, Max.
Hi. Do you want to say hi real quick? Come put your face in. Oh, put your face in here.
Yeah. Right there.
Say
There
hi.
you go. Hi.
Tell them
There
what
you
your
go.
name is.
Max.
How old are you?
7.
Why don't you show them that little thing you made for me right there? Can you show them that real quick? Tell them what it's for. You got to kind of put it up here where my finger is so they can see it. Like this. Yeah.
It
Can you
won't
guys
focus.
see it? Yeah, go a little bit back.
It'll focus right
It's a little cute guy, and then another
It's a
little
mushroom
cute guy
from Mario.
that I can put on the back of my phone. This is so funny. This is what he made for me, so that I can look at the camera. I'm looking at the guy. isn't that a cute idea? What a smart kid.
Yeah.
So anyway, you can go watch a movie with Sam if you want, honey.
Yeah, he's in the basement.
Okay.
Max is not 7. He is.
Did he say he was 7?
No, Amanda asked. He is 7.
He's
So-
13.
Yeah,
Yep.
we can go to the dances now.
Oh man,
Gross.
Max can go to the dances.
Girls
and dance
have
with girls.
cooties.
Girls do have cooties.
You know what,
I'm
Max?
just there for the food, Mom.
He is going to rock it, actually, at the dances. I don't know if he has any dance moves, but he has a twin sister, and she is, like, super social and has tons and tons of friends, and he just goes with her. And so all of a sudden
Yeah.
he'll have 12 girls around
That's
him all
true.
the time,
gonna
and
be-
he is not afraid to talk to the girls, and he'll just be friends with all the girls, and he's just going to be a ladies' man. Because he'll just hang out with Ruth and all the girls and not even have any weird cootie problems, whatever. It might be scary.
Okay.
Back on a unrelated note of dating children.
Okay, so our criteria is meeting people.
Yes.
And like I said, we stay to the bitter end because it seems like a lot of the really good contacts we make is when all the other vendors or sponsors are gone, and we're there waiting until the turn of the hour when it's 6
When
o'clock.
they tell you you
actually
can
are
leave,
gone.
you're supposed to
Yeah.
leave. Yeah.
And then we start cleaning up.
Yep.
And a bunch of the speakers will come walking
Yeah,
by, and there's
we'll get to
nobody
talk
else
to
there.
them. Yeah, it's so awesome.
Just us.
And we like to help people. We really like to see if we can help any other vendors or anybody that's there.
Yeah, Miriam has a
and-
thing about that.
So, sorry, Chris, you can't leave. You have to carry that table. Also that table.
Yeah, it's
And
true.
help roll up that mat. Because that's what we're here on Earth for, is to help other people. So,
They think Max is really mature for 7.
he's so cute, huh?
Yeah. And
You
Brandon.
can't really tell how tall he is by us sitting down.
It's true. Brandon thinks we should let him play Fortnite.
Nah.
Sam's like the only one here who plays Fortnite.
I'm pretty sure I don't want to introduce anyone to that game. It's just one more game that they'll have to play.
Oh, they spend enough time on Minecraft anyway, so.
Yeah.
I do have a Minecraft server at our house.
Yeah, Brandon, you should hook up to it.
It's at our, well, it's not open to the outside world.
Unless we let you in.
I don't have the ports forwarded on
Okay,
our
that's
firewall.
not keto. Ugh.
Nope. Anyway, speaking of keto, I had somebody ask a bunch of questions about the nutrition of Keto Chow. So they had questions about fiber. They had questions about vitamin A. They had questions about iron. They had questions about electrolytes and sodium. And I was actually really impressed that they were asking all these questions. Now, some of these are answered on the Keto Chow nutrition page. If you go to ketochow.xyz/nutrition, there's a page that talks about all the different nutritional aspects of Keto Chow. It even gives you an amino acid breakdown, which is cool. So Keto Chow, 3 meals of it, doesn't give the recommended amount of fiber for the day. And I had read something one morning when I was reading and thought maybe I'll increase the fiber, and just happened on a page. It's on highstakes.org, I think. Anyway, it's linked on the nutrition page that talks about the ludicrousy of packing non-digestible fiber into a digestive system.
Okay.
And how also on a ketogenic diet it's not really necessary if you follow Amber O'Hearn at all. She is very pointed in pointing out that a lot of people will say you need fiber to feed your gut bacteria. Well, number A, acacia gum does that really well. Number B, there's other things that feeds your gut bacteria. Gut bacteria actually lives really quite well on collagen.
Hey, Further Foods has good collagen.
They do.
I like it. I
Yeah,
do
we
that
met
every
them
day.
at
KetoCon.
KetoCon.
Yeah, they were 2 booths away from us
Yep.
this year. Ashley, the girl's name is Ashley. And we did a giveaway with them a while ago, like one of our very first giveaways. We started doing them not that long ago. But anyway, such a neat girl, cute company. And,
Well, and they left
yeah.
a bunch of their stuff there, and we brought it and then sent it to them.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny.
Because we like to help people.
So Emily just asked, and I was going to get to this, about the carnivore diet. And Amber O'Hearn is an adherent to the carnivore diet. She's been doing it for
15
it's
years.
a long time. Because she
I think the first time we heard it was 12, so it's been
Yeah.
a while.
She has severe health problems if she eats any plants. We're talking like onions on her steaks. She has problems. So she's been one of the big advocates of a carnivore diet. And she's the one who points out that your gut bacteria will live just fine off of collagen. And one of the things that's interested me, and it's one of the big debates in the carnivore diet community, is whether or not you need to eat internal organs, nose to tail, or snout to tail, I guess. Whether you need to eat the brain and the liver and the kidneys and all that other stuff. Some people say that you do. Other people have been doing a carnivore diet for years, eating just skeletal muscle. But it is interesting how the narrative about meat is cast. It's one of the most nutrient-dense foods you can get. And yet people seem to equate plant-based food, as being the similar or better nutrient-wise than meat. It's not even close. As far as protein, vitamins, minerals, you get so much more of that from animal sources. And I think it might have been Amber explained it that plants are involved in a bio war with animals. They're trying to keep themselves from being eaten, and they don't have fangs or horns, so they produce toxins. And well, we have to cook a lot of the vegetables in order to get those toxins out. Now, fruits and things like that, they don't have the toxins because the plants actually want animals to eat those and then disperse the seeds around. But if you're eating the actual, vegetable matter of the
part.
the leafy part, there's usually going to be toxins in there that our bodies may or may not be able to handle. I listened to a Keto Connect podcast where they were talking to, it was actually a guy who was, I think, the Green or the Black Power Ranger. And he was at KetoCon. I didn't see his stuff, but they were talking to him about whether or not it's a beneficial thing to expose yourself to those toxins so that you build up a stronger
immunities to it?
immunities and stuff. It's interesting conversation. It's one of the things I'd really like to try is going straight carnivore.
I think you should eat a cat. Then you could not have to be allergic to cats.
Okay.
That's another thing like the allergists do.
Yeah, they expose you.
Yeah, expose you to the stuff a little at a time, and
Yep.
that's what makes it so that you can not be allergic
Tolerate
to
it.
stuff anymore.
Yeah.
So,
And I thought about
it's
doing
real.
it. So I'm doing the 100 Days of Keto Chow. I was thinking about doing a carnivore thing, but I decided to do this instead. But I really would
wanted to do the carnivore thing. I
Yeah.
mean, I still will someday, but just not right now.
Yeah.
Dr. Barry's doing carnivore for a month, and he's having all these people do carnivore for
Oh, cool.
January. So you should
Nice.
all join him because he's awesome.
Let's see.
8 days late. Christine, our friend with the expo
Oh.
markers, right?
Yeah.
So she said something about acid reflux or heartburn,
Okay.
and I can totally get you with that. Since I started keto, I have not had heartburn.
Like you used to have it all
I
the
had
time.
it all the time, so
Like,
bad.
you couldn't-
Which is so
you
funny
had to,
because
like, sit
before
up
I
in
had
bed.
kids, I never had any. But I got to the point where I was sitting up trying to go to sleep at night because it was hurting
Mm-hmm.
so bad, and so I haven't had it. So keto definitely helps with heartburn. And in fact, another thing that I had was really bad varicose veins. And I had surgery for it to fix it one time, and I just have been wearing stockings for a long time, for years, just to,
Compression
for the
stockings.
compression stockings for the
Not-
pain.
Stockings.
Compression stockings. Such a nerd. Okay.
Choo choo.
Compression stockings. Since I started keto, my legs don't hurt anymore.
Hmm.
It's not like it's fixed. The veins are, they're
You still get swelling after a day
I
standing
still,
up.
stand up and swelling, but it's not like after 20 minutes. It used to be 30 minutes I'd stand up and my legs were just
Yep.
swollen. And it's, everybody knows keto helps with inflammation, so it does.
Brandon thinks the acid reflux stinks. He's had it since he was a baby.
Oh.
Brandon, you're still a baby.
No, you're not.
He says when he was on keto and Keto Chow specifically, the problem went away.
You
So,
should do it
okay,
with us right now.
getting back to the question, this is where we're at. So fiber, we talked about that. Vitamin A, the original recipe for Keto Chow assumed that people were going to be using heavy cream, because there's a lot of vitamin A in the heavy cream. There's actually probably quite a bit of vitamin A in avocado oil, but because I'm not sure what oil people are going to be using, I am with version 2.1.2 of Keto Chow. There is more vitamin A. So, and in case you didn't know, there is a change log that lists all of the changes that have ever happened to Keto Chow.
I totally was looking at that
Oh, really?
yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm like, what the heck is this? Oh, change log. So I
Yeah.
went back to the bottom. And oh, that was when it was in my house. Oh, that
Yeah,
was when
that
it was
was
in
when
my
it was in my
house.
house,
Oh,
yeah. That's
that was
when we
this
moved,
happened.
did it?
That was when I quit my job.
Yeah,
That was when you quit your job.
yeah. And somebody wanted to know if I could put dates on the change log. I'm like, Well, some of them...
We can guess.
Well, and some of them, it's a rolling rollout that takes like 4 months.
Yeah.
So,
You could put 2014,
yeah.
2015.
Christine says, I has a lot of feet and ankle swelling too, and not
She didn't
anymore.
say
Yeah,
has.
she did.
No, she didn't.
I has
Just close
a
one
lot.
eye.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Brandon's got our back. He posted the change log.
Thanks, Brandon. Now everybody can see the boring stuff.
Yep. Also in the change log, with
1.
I think it's 2.0.2, I lowered the amount of iron that there is.
Yes.
It used to be that it was giving you 18 milligrams a day, which is the recommended dosage for a female who is menstruating, I guess you could say. Childbearing age,
females.
regular female, who once a month
Not an old
needs a lot
lady.
more iron.
Yeah.
The problem is, and that shouldn't be a problem for men. You can actually go up to 40 milligrams a day, and it's not going to cause a problem in isolation. If you do it consistently for months and months and months at a time, like,
Which
I don't
is
know.
what Chris does.
Yeah, if you're going to do 100 days of Keto Chow where you're just eating Keto Chow, 18 milligrams of iron for a man is going to actually cause a problem over several months. So I lowered the amount of iron in order to keep that from happening. If you are a woman and you're doing 3 meals of Keto Chow a day and you have a monthly cycle, I would recommend
Supplementing with
iron.
But you know what? This is just my opinion. I'm not a doctor or anything cool. The iron supplements that they give you at the doctors, they just, at least with me, they don't absorb very well. So I do better eating a steak.
Yep. And that's actually the recommendation on the website is every once in a while, eat a steak.
Well, and not every once in a while. I mean, you just have to make sure it doesn't go low, because once you get it low, it's really hard to get it back up again. But if you just maintain, then you're good. I have these desiccated liver supplements. They're like so gross, but it's just liver in a capsule that's dried or whatever, and I take those, and I've been fine. Yeah. And then I don't have to get a prescription, because the other ones I just had a hard time absorbing the doctor's ones, because I've been on and off iron since I started having kids. They just suck everything out of you.
Yeah, they do.
Poor kids.
Emily used to have plantar fasciitis, she says.
Oh, you used to have that too?
I used to have that. In fact, last year,
He was
about this
it
time,
too.
I did an experiment where I did 42 days of Keto Chow, and I was changing the type of fat. And one of the weeks I was doing grapeseed oil, which is high in polyunsaturated, which is what the American Heart Association recommends because it lowers your LDL. But the mechanism which it uses to lower the LDL is questionable. I would submit that it's not healthy, and it caused enough inflammation. Even though my ketones were like 5 point something that week, but the polyunsaturated fat was enough to cause my plantar fasciitis to start to come back. So, anyway.
So no, don't use that oil.
Dr. Miriam suggests more steak in your diet. It's a good time to be a woman.
I'm nobody.
Eat a steak.
I'm not a doctor. I just eat steak.
Okay.
Wagyu steak, please.
Now, we do get a lot of questions from people about why there is so much sodium in Keto Chow. And they're coming from the point of view that is shared by most people that, first off...
If you have too much salt, that's bad for you.
Salt is bad.
I was even told by my urologist, stop eating salt.
Yep.
Completely.
Which was interesting because Miriam loves salt.
So good.
I never put salt on my stuff. Miriam always did. And now that we're doing keto, we both put salt on stuff.
All the time. Because I decided not to listen to my urologist and eat salt. Because I got keto flu. And then I realized I needed salt because I needed it.
Yep.
Yes. Speaking of salt.
Oh, we should do that now.
Should we open our salt box? I know this has been here for a little while because I took a picture of it and posted it on Instagram already. But look how cute this is. It says... Oh, I can't read it. You have to read it. My face is in the way.
It says, hey foodie, love your salt, show us, post and tag, better with real salt.
Isn't that cute? The inside of the box is so cute. And it came with this cute little cutting board. Wow, cutting board.
Okay. Hello.
You can tell I hang out with kids a lot.
Yeah.
Give me a kiss.
Oh my gosh.
Come on. Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, so what do we got?
Here's
got
this ancient fine sea salt.
Finely ground.
Yes, and this has the cool top that has the different things. You know,
Yep.
everybody's seen those. But it's a big one. How many?
We
ounces?
actually have one of those
This
that we
is a 10
bought.
ounce.
Yeah, it's a 10 ounce.
And the thing is, like, we've bought two of these or something. And, you know, you just go. You don't go.
Well, we got
through,
the little one.
Yeah.
And we use
the
that up.
seasonings. We've gone through so many of these. I kind of feel like when we first were married, you'd see how long you were married by how many Tabasco sauces you went through, right? Or we would say the roll of Costco.
Oh yeah,
Reynolds wrap.
The shrink wrap.
Oh my gosh, what's it called?
Cellophane wrap.
Yeah, shrink wrap. That was our joke, and now it's.
How many
we've
things
been
of
through
salt?
2 of these in not even a year.
Yeah. Now I just posted a link in the Facebook chat to the 2 Keto Dudes interview with Dr. Hold on, I'm gonna.
Doctor, what's
this.
his name?
Di Nicolantonio.
James. His name is James.
James. Yes. Dr. James. He wrote a book called The Salt Fix.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely
so
fantastic.
Cool. So cool. Yes.
Turns out everything you knew about salt was wrong. Anyway,
Speaking of salt.
they have flavored salts.
Yes, this is what I was flipping out about. So we went to the Nutrition Expo associated with FitCon the other weeks ago, right?
Act nice because Ben's on.
My Ben?
Yeah, your Ben.
Ben!
Yep.
I don't see him.
He's right there. Ben Printy.
Ben!
Anyway, so
My
we went to the...
6'3" brother is
Yes.
on. His name is Ben.
We
Everybody
talked
say
about
hi
him
to him.
earlier.
He's
Yeah.
adorable.
Anyway, so we were at the Nutrition Expo.
We're at the
They had
Nutrition
that.
Expo, and we met the Real Salt lady.
The lady who runs
the
the Instagram
Instagram.
accounts.
Her name is Julie. She's so awesome. And so I was talking to her, and I said, I didn't even know. I just barely found out. Dory, Colorful Keto with Dory, posted a picture of the garlic salt and the seasoned salt and
seasoned
the
salt
onion
taste like?
salt. We haven't opened these yet, so we don't know what they taste like. I'm sure they taste amazing because everything with real salt is
I'm
amazing.
going to smell it.
How can it not be delicious? So anyway, they had these flavored salts, and I didn't know. Let me smell.
Garlic, onion, coriander, mustard. Oh, all of these are organic.
Ooh, organic.
Sorry. Black pepper, paprika, turmeric, parsley.
You're
It's
not
good.
allowed to eat that. You're eating
It's salt.
100 days of keto and garlic and whatever all those things you said. Garlic or onion, coriander,
Yeah.
mustard,
I said that
celery
already.
seed, black. I know, but I'm telling you that
Oh,
you
okay.
ate
So
that.
what's the other one?
Okay, onion salt is what I have in my hand,
Oh, and this is garlic salt?
and that's organic garlic salt. But they're so cute. Is your salt real? Question mark. From
How
real
can
salt?
salt, which is inorganic, be organic?
It just is. Okay, this is my favorite part. I've already showed these on Instagram. These are the cutest little salt
Little tiny
shakers
things
I've
of salt.
ever seen.
They're just salt, right?
They're so cute. It's just real salt in a tiny little salt shaker. It's a pocket salt shaker.
Yep.
What do they call it? Let's see what the
I don't know.
paper says.
It was down at the bottom.
Oh, is it? Are you sure?
Keto salt bundle small. No?
Oh, that's not it.
I don't know.
Oh, it's called a little tiny thing. Something.
Oh, there they are. Pocket shaker.
Pocket shaker.
0.21 ounces.
They're so cute.
That's
so,
it. Oh, and there's a big bag.
yeah, I'm not to that yet.
Oh,
I'm
gosh,
still
I'm
talking about
sorry.
the tiny ones. They're so cute. I'm gonna die. So I gave one to Kate and one to Haley because when you're on keto, you take salt with you everywhere you go. You guys all know that.
So that if you're at a fancy schmancy dinner
Ooh, yeah.
where they have very fine cuisine and no salt shakers,
Oh my
and you
gosh.
happen to be sitting next to Megan Ramos, you can give her salt.
And Carl Franklin.
And Carl Franklin. And Amber and
Amber O'Hearn.
Dave were at... And,
No, not Dave. Peter Ballard.
Peter Ballard said they were at the table.
They totally
They
ditched
left.
out. I was super mad. Anyway, no. These are cute. So they're like $2.10 on their website.
Each?
Yeah,
Whow.
they're so cute.
You
But
think
you
they
just
come as a
keep it,
bundle?
and I'm sure you could just refill it. It's just so cute. So everybody should have these in their wallets, in their purses, in their backpacks. So I have 3 of them because I gave 2 to my daughters. They have a cute little flippy top. Yes, and there is a big one.
Hey, Emily went to her doctor, and her doctor said you should...
No more monkeys
no.
jumping on the bed.
that she's incredibly healthy and keep up whatever she's doing. And
Oh.
she said she was doing keto, and she's like, okay, cut out refined carbs and do lower carbs. Great. So, Christy says, waiting for you to restock so I can order your sample pack. Yes, we are waiting for us to restock so that you can order the sample pack too.
Yes, we are wanting
We are
to. get
very
that.
anxious for that to happen. Anyway, big bag.
Big bag. Okay, this is actually the fine salt. It's just the regular
it's the same
ancient
as this.
fine sea salt. We have some bags of this that is the rocks.
Oh, the course.
Yeah, that you put in the salt grinder too. And I was just looking on their website today. They have a grinder that's like, they have one that's this size, or maybe it's a little bit smaller than this, but it's actually like a salt grinder. And they have like finer salt than this. And anyways, they have lots of cool salts stuff. And they're such an awesome company. They're so nice. I'm so excited to go to lunch with them. Yay.
Which is kind of funny because we have fasting drops, which are
Salt?
similar. And yeah, but this stuff's great.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a local company.
Well, the
from
fasting
Utah,
drops
too.
are still great too.
Yep. Okay, what are we talking about?
Salt.
Oh, so we're done with salt. We're done with sodium. Yeah, Keto Chow has a lot of sodium to make sure you don't get keto flu. Is the end. And if you're afraid of salt, listen to the Two Keto Dudes interview with the guy who wrote
Dr.
the
James.
Salt Fix.
How do you say it?
I don't know. I tried saying
Nico.
Di Nicolantonio.
Lantonio.
Sure. Everybody else is coming home.
Here comes some more kids. Hi, kid. Come say hello. Put your head in here.
So we did have somebody ask us. Hi.
This is Audrey. Say hi.
We had somebody ask us. Well, first off, they started the conversation with, "I want to use lentils as my protein source." I'm like, I guess you can. And then they said, I'm eating carrots every day because I saw a video on YouTube that said that carrots were okay for keto. And he eats chickpea something or other every day. And yeah, so...
But if it works for him, great.
Yeah, well, Keto Connect, I think it was Keto Connect, recently did a video that said, it had, these are keto and so are these, and they had a picture of carrots. And that goes back to the if it fits your macros, IIFYM. If you're maintaining under 20 grams a day of carbohydrates, of net carbohydrates, you're going to be in nutritional ketosis. You're going to be generating ketones. And so if your thing is you really want to have... Hi again. If you really, really want to have a carrot or something like that, if that's what you want to spend your carbohydrates on, you can.
Hi.
This isn't a Facebook group where you have a little Nazi person who freaks out if somebody posts a picture of a keto dish and there is
A shake in the background?
A shake in the background. Happened to one of our friends, by the way. She got banned
By her
because there was a shake
like her
in the background. Anyway,
Yeah.
it was her grandchild, I think.
grandson or something.
Anyway, so if it fits your macros, it works. You can, I guess, do carrots. You could use lentils. There are so many better things to do.
I think carrots and onions have the same amount of carbs, like 6 carbs.
Yeah, but onions are a
So-
lot better tasting. I will sacrifice to be able to eat onions, but I'm not going to eat carrots.
It just depends on what you want, what
Yeah,
truly you want.
Me personally.
And what feels good for your body.
Yep.
And what's the best for your body. And what's healthy.
And I think the
all
reason why
those
the guy
things.
was asking about all those different things is because he wanted to do a vegetarian
Oh.
with primarily animal and plant products. And a lot of that has to
yeah.
do with the mistaken, I'll just flat out say it, the mistaken notion that plant products are inherently better for the environment. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, or if that sounds confusing, or you would like to talk about that more,
Hi, Sarah.
there is a guy named Dr. Peter Ballerstedt.
He will just
He-
go crazy.
So he completely changes the narrative. He changes the discussion. The long and short version of it is, if you want to save the environment and sequester carbon into the soil and build soil health, the way to do it is to have grass grow where you can't plant crops because it's like on the side of a mountain, things like that. Have grass grow.
Ruth, could you be a little noisier?
It pushes its roots down into the soil, which sequesters carbon, and then ruminant animals come along and eat the grass. And then we eat the ruminant animals. But really interesting stuff. He's presented at
He's going to present at
number of
our
different
Keto Salt Lake.
He is going to present at Keto Salt Lake. And he's been on a whole bunch of different podcasts. He's on Twitter and Facebook with the handle
Grass-based health.
Grass-Based Health. Really interesting stuff. So if
He wears a tie with a cow on it.
if you disagree with what I just said, or it sounds interesting to you, or you want to learn more, Google him, and I'll let him do the talking. I've, of course, probably really massacred the concept. He's a lot
I
more
would have
eloquent.
massacred it more.
Yeah. Let's see.
And ate it because it was a steak.
Basically, ruminant animals are good.
Sarah, see? Sarah, she says she likes raw carrots.
Yeah, raw carrots versus cooked carrots, different carb count, I do believe. It probably is a different one.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I still, if I'm gonna have carbs, I'm gonna spend it on something like onions. Emily pointed out that a lot of vegetables are really yummy, and yes, I'll completely agree with that. I eat vegetables because I want to, not because I think they're gonna make me healthy. What's that?
I feel healthy when I eat vegetables.
Except for cucumbers, those are gross.
No, those are delicious.
They smell like ammonia.
Put some tuna fish on there.
smells like them.
Some
They were
salt.
there first.
Okay, so I salt.
Actually,
my
I think
cucumbers.
ammonia was here first.
Okay, am I the only person who salts cheese? Because I kind of want to salt cheese. Is that weird?
You can salt cheese.
I keep having cheese and thinking, this needs a little bit of salt.
You can do that.
For my tiny baby shaker.
Let's see. How long have we been going? We've been going an hour.
An hour.
So we
Does
probably
anybody else
want
have
to.
anything else to question us?
Does anybody have any questions? Haley, you got
I
any
think
questions?
my tiny baby salt
Seriously?
shaker went through the wall.
He got something anyway?
Oh, dang it.
Anyway, your little baby what goes through the wall?
We're the best parents.
My lunchbox accidentally went through the washer because I was late at night gonna put my
Oh.
lunchbox in the
In
freezer.
case you want to know,
And then I
Haley's
opened the washer and
lunchbox
it's
went
like
through the
So is
washer.
it super clean?
Yeah, but I think all the salt got ruined.
All the salt? Oh, there was salt. Oh, man. Your little thing? You can fill it back up, though.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it. You
They
have
easily
it still?
refill.
I mean, it still had the plastic on it, but it went through the wash, and I'm like,
It might
Just
still be
open it.
it might
sealed.
still be good, but
Open it up.
If the salt's still in there, it's probably still good.
And if it's
So-
not, dump it out and put more salt in there. She's just saying she put her salt shaker through the washing machine.
accidentally. 'cause my
Accidentally.
lunchbox
With her
went
lunchbox.
Sarah agrees with you that you should put salt on cheese. Julie
you, Sarah.
says salt cheese when you make bacon and cheese chips.
Oh, yeah. Holly made some bacon chips for New Year's.
Emily wants to know when are the new flavors coming out?
You mean the savory flavors?
Probably. So I actually
We
did
don't
it.
know.
Yeah, we don't know. I'm trying to get those moving along.
He worked on some today, but that doesn't
Yeah.
mean we're going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
We're working on it. We're trying to get the stuff we have installed.
Yeah. Well, but today I took some time to work on making a new test batch of the savory flavors. One of them I significantly reduced the amount of flavor in it. I think it will work out better.
Ooh, Emily said, "How's the P90 going?"
It's going really well.
I'm amazing, by the way.
Yeah. We're on our second week of that. And
I'm
P90
gonna
is
up
kinda
my
fun.
weights tomorrow because I'm feeling like I need some more.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay. Jessica Osio wants to know when can we talk about the super mystery surprise without ruining it for everyone.
Never.
Yeah. So we actually, for those of you who know what it is, we talked to the place that we are working on with that, and there might be a setback. It might be delayed for like 5 or 6 months before we can get something going on that.
Stinky pants.
So we still want your feedback,
Sorry, yeah.
and we still have the ones that we
really appreciate
have.
your feedback. If anybody's already given us feedback,
And the super secret thing
Yeah.
is something that you only see if
When
you
you're
add
in
it
the
to your
shopping
cart,
cart.
and you go to the shopping cart.
Sorry, stinks.
Yeah. So, and Emily,
She's asking about the savory ones.
yeah. So
We might get the savory ones before we get the super secret thing.
It's probably true.
So
Because
we'll see.
I don't know. I think the savory ones are really close. If I'm going to test them and do a taste test tomorrow with a bunch of them.
Okay.
Over the next week, I'll
Can I
probably
put
taste
salt
the
in
rest of them. Yeah, you can. If they test well, I can send the recipe off to our manufacturer
You're
and
so cute.
start the process going. In which case, it'd take about 3 months to get it in. So, maybe.
I just realized I haven't done something.
Oh, okay.
The best way for something to be made is to have Chris naked. Sorry.
That's true.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
And Emily says, "Marry me, rock," and are hilarious.
Thank you, Emily.
So,
You're my favorite.
anyway, well, we've gone on for an hour. We got people showing
Yeah.
up. We probably should go be parents. So,
Yeah, we should be parents.
thanks
Thanks so much for your comments and questions. We'll think of
Yes.
something cool to say sometime soon.
And thank you, Comcast, for not going down today.
Yeah.
It seems like every time we do a live, actually, it's every time we do we have a special guest
Yeah,
the
that's
internet
what
goes
usually
down.
happens.
Which you invited. She never came.
I know, because her husband's at work.
Oh.
We invited Lindsay again.
Yeah.
And she said she'd try to sneak over, but her husband's at work, so.
Yep.
She'll
Okay.
come over again. Lindsay, our friend who's diabetic, type 1,
Yep.
and she's been doing keto really good, and she's been texting me her numbers, and
On her
everything
continuous
looks really
glucose
good.
monitor.
Yeah, she's so awesome. I'm
Yep.
so glad she's doing good. It's saving her all kinds of money on insulin. And
It's
she
true.
feels so much better.
It's totally true.
So, anyway, cool.
Christine says, I really want tomato bisque, yummy childhood comfort food, cream of tomato soup, and grilled cheese.
Oh, so get some Fox Hills Kitchen bread, make
you-
yourself a grilled cheese,
Yep.
and we'll see what we can do about the tomato bisque.
Yep. Oh, and speaking of rolls.
Oh, Hello Bakery has rolls.
Yeah, so for those that don't know,
All our
we're-
local
We're in
friends.
Utah. There happened to be a preponderance of
They're not a
local.
preponderance.
There is a preponderance.
There's like 6 of them.
Yeah, of local keto-friendly bakeries that are making
Come
stuff.
say hi.
Oh Hello Keto Bakery is one.
You gotta go right
And-
between us.
Yeah, they've
Kate wants to say hi.
been making some really cool stuff, and we finally convinced them to. We have a refrigerator at our South Jordan, Utah warehouse storefront, where if you happen to come in and you're tasting Keto Chow, there's a little refrigerator that has some Oh
There,
Hello,
Oh Hello
treats in it.
So
that
you
you
should
can
all
buy.
fly to Utah,
Yeah.
and I will give you some, and you can also buy some.
Yep.
Because they're really yummy treats. They're good treats, and they've worked really hard to get them.
Yeah. And they're doing a really good job, and everything's just blowing up.
Emily
for them.
said hi to you, Kate.
Okay.
She was one of the ones that was singing. She sang it solo, and it was so amazing.
Christine
It's
says
so
she
good.
needs to move to Utah. Or,
You could come here,
well,
and then me and you and Emily can go on a hike.
one of the things I pointed out in a blog post I did not too long ago, because we went to Kansas City, and there were like 2 or 3 companies who had come to the Low Carb Kansas City thing that were doing keto baked goods. And when we were in Austin, or no, sorry, in Houston,
Yeah.
there were companies that were doing keto baked goods. If there are that many in Utah that are doing keto
gotta be
baked
some
goods,
somewhere. Yeah.
chances are there's one close to wherever you live. So check around and see.
Do some digging. If not, start one.
Yeah, you could start one. And
Oh, my waffle maker's amazing. By the way.
yes, it is. And Emily says, yes, please to hiking and all the keto products.
Yes.
Okay. If you and Johnny ever come out, we'll take you to dinner, Emily.
I'll take you to
Yeah.
meat place.
Churrascaria.
Churrascaria. Hold on. Churrascaria.
Ferrocarril. Hey, I didn't learn how to speak Spanish for nothing. Although technically it's
I
Castilian.
also do not know how to speak Spanish.
Yeah.
I just
Now,
like to say that word.
Christine says Southern California. Yeah, there's probably
Hey,
keto
that's where I
stuff
was born.
in Southern California.
In Southern California.
Yep. Okay, we
Christy
said we were,
Davis is in there? Oh, yeah, we're leaving.
yeah, we're going to go. So anyway, so thanks to everybody for joining us. And yeah, now we're really going to go. Have a nice night.
Have a nice night. Bye.